defensively. Winners of 3 of their last 4.
And if you look back to last week, it was all about their defense. Anytime you hold an NFL team to single digits, that's saying something.
3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. This will be fielded at the 6. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. Leading the charge under center will be their 6'5" quarterback, Carson Wentz.
Not only does he look the part, he plays it as well. Tall, prototypical-looking pocket passer with better athletic ability than what people think. Gets outside of the pocket and makes big plays downfield.
Come on now, let's go.
Wentz now on first down. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good pickup there, 26 yards. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll be a 2nd down. And now, partner, he has surpassed Marvin Harrison's record for most catches in a single season. He's got 144.
It's amazing. He almost did it quietly because Marvin Harrison wasn't a guy that we saw much in the media, but boy, did he produce. Now, he steps aside. Marvin Harrison is number 2. We were here today to see the new number 1.
On 2nd down, here's Wentz. Ertz has it left side. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Solid catch there for a man who's been so brilliant this year. Worth pointing out, as we were talking about earlier, there has never in the 60-year history of the award been a pass catcher, tight end, or wide receiver that has taken home the MVP trophy.
And the best receivers I've talked with, they know that stat, and it drives them crazy because they understand that without a quarterback, they don't make the plays that they make. They also don't feel like they get enough credit for bailing out some of the throws that quarterbacks make.
Absolutely. Takes 2 to tango. And the Buffet boys, the O-line, hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Wentz again. And he comes back with one complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. Wentz to throw again. Oh, and it's incomplete. That would have been big in the end zone if he could have held on. Instead, it's 2nd down. Here now the starters defensively for the Vikings. They put together a strong effort last week in the win over the Bears, CD.
And they needed to be because that game was a game you don't see very often anymore. Low scoring, slugging it out in the trenches. One play can make the difference type of a game, and they got it done.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Again, it's Wentz. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the 1st quarter.
Too many ones in this play. 1st quarter, 1st drive, 1st interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I'm getting the sense that Fletcher Cox is making offensive linemen want to take the week off when they have to play against him.
It's a regular routine for him, isn't it?
It really is. That play there, that's him all day long. Good luck trying to block him and keep him from disrupting your offense.
That was second down throw for Cousins. Over the middle here to Rudolph. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's third down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
So on fourth down, here's Ryan Quigley now to kick this one away. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. Fielded at the 33. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
I remember sitting in special teams meetings, and at some point during the meeting, the coach would always say, you better treat this one just like you're playing offense or defense. It's a big part of the game. And we just saw evidence of why right there with that fumble.
Yeah, fumble on the punt, and after it was turning up to be a pretty decent return.
Yeah, a really nice return. They were going to be set up okay, and the offense would feel good running onto the field. And now the defense has to try it out there and try and slow them down.
After reviewing the play, the
What's up?
field is reversed.
What's up, MC Eagles? All right, let me get this back. They tried to whip us off
So
with
good
call,
starting
man.
field position
What's
for
going
them
on,
here as they
MC
come
Eagles?
up 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running
What's
back
up,
complete.
man? Need to
And
win
he'll
this
get it out
game.
to midfield.
We
Looks like he's
lost
spotted
so
right at
recently,
midfield at the 50.
unfortunately.
10 yards
What's
on the
hap-
pickup
what's
there, and it'll be
happening?
second down.
And at least you have went back now. But how, you're going pretty good.
So second in inches after that first down completion.
How you
Went
doing?
just shy of the marker. Now before the
how
second
game
down
is it?
play, we'll get whistles and a timeout.
Gotta
They'll have
win a
2
game, man.
remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Oh, man, I don't know. Oh, man, I don't know. I feel like we've been finding a way to lose. I don't know, man. You know, maybe not having Carson Winston. Maybe that hurt us. We don't got Carson Winston. I don't know. Maybe, you know, maybe Nick Foles, Magic, and Studfield, like the first time when I played this game last season, 12 when I first got mad, 19. Maybe that
Here's
magic
Wentz. And the hit jarred it
Yeah.
loose. It's incomplete.
It ain't magical, whatever we want to call it. It ain't working. We don't got nothing sparking. Oh, okay, 3rd and inches. Oh, let's go for
An
it.
incomplete pass
Come on,
on
let's go for
second
it.
down leads us to 3rd and inches. Now Wentz. And he connects with Ertz. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. An Eagle first down, Wentz to Ertz. Wentz now on first down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's brought down. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. Into the red zone, Wentz. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll make this a second down. Throwing now is Wentz. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Wentz looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he's got it. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll go to Adams, try to pound it in. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2.
Come on now, let's go.
All right, quarterback sneak. Quarterback sneak. I don't know who it is. Let's try it.
It's a sneak. It's Wentz. And I think they stopped him again.
Oh, my God.
At the 1-yard
So we're going to have to do
line.
it. That ain't going to work.
Officially no gain on the sneak. Kind of a wasted play there. And
yeah,
now
it is a
third
wasted
down.
play. Oh, thank you for
Can
telling
this
me.
Vikings D hold up one more time?
A wasted play.
Third
Yeah,
and
it
goal.
is. Damn, I thought we was closer. Heck with it.
So 1 quarter in the books on a cold December afternoon. 0-0 our score, and we're back to Philadelphia after this.
Yeah, what about with the Vikings? The Vikings, they was good because of Case
NFL on EA
Keenum.
Sports is presented by Snickers. You're not
The
you when
Vikings
you're
was
hungry.
good, MC
Snickers
Eagles, because of
satisfies.
Case Keenum.
Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles with the ball here to
That's
begin
the only
quarter
reason why
number
they
2.
were good.
And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. Can this Vikings D hold up one more time? 3rd and goal. Now Wentz. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10.
3rd and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open, left him nowhere to go with the football, had to absorb the sack.
And the kick by Elliott is good. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Okay, did they win week 1? Case Keenum's over there in Denver.
Are they going to recycle those
He's
plays
with the
because they
Broncos.
were successful in getting 3?
So,
or do you go
if
to
he-
another
if he
section of
does
the
good with the
playbook trying to
Broncos
find
in
one
his
to get you
second
into the
year,
end zone,
man.
get you 6?
You know, we can say he had a lucky year, right? They let him
After
go.
the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away.
I like the Keenan. They kept winning.
And this will be
You know,
a touchback as that sails
If
over
Philly
the
didn't go to
end
the Super
line.
Bowl, they would have won.
And now out comes
Everybody thought Minnesota was
And on the last
going.
go-around, they really
Super
couldn't
Bowl
get
was in
anything going.
Minnesota, but the
They had to punt
Vikings
from
thought
deep
they were
inside their
going.
own territory, which means you're going to
Never
lose
say
the field
never, you
position
know?
battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now
Like
is a little
Vikings
more
thought they was going to
consistency.
Super Bowl.
Move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first
Can't,
downs,
you know,
and hopefully flip the
you
field.
never know, man.
Just
They
something
can
to
change it
build off
around.
of. That's what they're looking for here. They start the drive with Cook. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard
For the best or for the worst.
It's a
Either
loss
way,
of 2
they
there,
can change
bringing
around
up
in ways you may not
down.
like it.
Michael Bennett's versatility, being able to play
Never
any
say
position
never.
along the defensive front, allows him to make those types of plays. He finds good matchups and gets into the offensive backfield.
And there it works for a
Case
tackle
Keenum,
for
Denver
loss.
Broncos.
It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave them with still about 8 or 9
I think
to
the
go
Baltimore,
on 3rd
the
down.
Baltimore Ravens are playing the
Some of these play
Bengals right now.
calls,
Thursday
I
night
think they're a
football.
little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to say in this
Ravens
booth,
should
right?
win
They
that
make
one,
all
bud.
the calls and they
Ravens
think
might
I'm going to
win.
be correct. But I would like to see them open things
No.
up,
Oh.
because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and set them down.
A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion.
I can't get with this. I can't
Clock
get with
running
this.
under 4 to
I
play
don't know
now
what's
as they
up,
come up
man.
on 1st and 10.
We're having a bad year. I don't know what's going on. I don't know, man.
A give. This is Cook.
We're
And
losing
able to
games
push his
that we
way
should be
forward
winning.
here
Yeah,
for a
I am
good
not
little
sure.
gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
The Broncos versus Seattle.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still. Gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
That'd be a good game.
On 2nd down, Cook slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot on the ground and just go. That didn't happen. That play got swallowed up.
Throwing, Cousins. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
I just told you about that.
You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
I think you got to let them play, and the officials are instructed.
Don't sleep on him. We'll see how he works out, but he knocks off Seattle, man.
Fight it out.
So
forces 4th down.
Never say never.
Alshon Jeffrey working his way back out there now to help lead this offense.
Russell Wilson,
not only does he not have a catch, I don't think he's been targeted in this game, but they're winning.
And if you ask a receiver of his magnitude, he'll tell you that it's because everyone is focused on him anyway. Okay, you've taken it away. No catches, no targets, but we're still winning. I've opened things up for the rest of my team. I know how receivers think.
They've been using him as a decoy, and effectively so. Caught by the tight end, Ertz. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
I don't know how long he's been in.
But on first down,
Wentz. For his first year, he did real good.
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield.
Complete.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
He kept winning, man.
Going on first is Wentz.
They kept winning.
Finds a seam inside the 40.
Man, they kept winning,
underneath to his running back, complete.
Nobody knew what was going on last year.
7 to go in this first half.
They was killing them, man.
We'll come back to Philadelphia after this.
Case Keenum, they kept winning. You know, I remember watching the sports highlight last year.
And a reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
They were undefeated at home, man. Nobody beat them at home. I think regular season and postseason, nobody knocked them off at home. Minnesota was not losing at home.
Now Wentz. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another first down. Throwing is Wentz. Ertz over the middle. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Yeah.
Wentz.
Yeah, they say he looking real good.
And that one finds the ground, breaking a string of 5 straight completions.
In week 1.
And it brings up 2nd down. No,
third
down.
Looking real good in week 1.
The touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse.
I hope we don't end up being better than Case Keenum.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Washington might have messed up with that
Wentz
play.
gonna throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back.
Washington might mess up with that play because
he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up the 1st and goal. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really...
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown.
Yeah.
A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles add on to their lead.
Let's go,
a 2-score lead here, but looking ahead, they just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, there we go. Because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0.
Alex. Yeah, man. Alex Smith, man. Washington Redskins.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away.
That's right, Alex Smith, man. Watch out.
And that'll
You
carry
know what I mean?
over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
That was a good. That might have been a good
Now the
pick,
Vikings
man.
offense works their
For
way
the
back
Redskins,
onto the
Alex Smith is
field.
experienced.
They've had it
Remember, he
twice.
took the
They
Chiefs to
punted
the
twice.
playoffs.
Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all.
So
And
remember
let's
that
face
Alex
it,
Smith
every
is not bad
facility
either.
we visit,
He's a
everyone
little
talks
older, but
about converting on third down, how
he's only
big that
34
is.
years old.
In this situation,
That's not
they've
bad.
had to punt it away twice, so
Alex
they're
Smith
furiously
still got
going
some
over
years
things
left.
on the sidelines.
He's
What
still
do
got a
we
good
need to
5,
do
6, 7
to
years
pick up
left
a
of
first
playing
down
football.
and change our momentum?
His throw
So Alex
incomplete.
Smith can still be used to take Washington.
This
to the
defense
Super
not going to
Bowl.
make it easy for you. They're physical
about that?
group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the
And
contact.
the Eagles
just
have
as
a
he's trying
hard
to
way
haul
to
it in.
Alex Smith.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
The Eagles, we might have a hard way to go with him. Alex Smith.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. And right with it here over the middle. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. As the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. The Vikings on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And Rudolph has it left side. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
Yeah. Yeah, I think what, yeah.
Now we've got movement up front. And I think this is
Yeah,
going to be on
yeah.
Minnesota.
Yes. Yes, Alex Smith, man.
Offense.
If Alex Smith
So
plays
that'll
the
back
way he
him up
played
5.
in Kansas City, remember, he
Still
moved from
first
one
down.
Indian
The
team to
false
another
start
Indian
backs
team.
him up 5. 1st and 15.
Right? Alex Smith was with the Chiefs. That's an Indian team. And then he moved to the Redskins, another Indian team. So Alex Smith got good luck with the Indians. Okay?
They'll throw again.
And,
Cousins. He's going to float this one deep right side. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Hey,
Earlier in the quarter when the defense was key on the run, you said offensively they need to open things up, take some shots downfield. Didn't work there, but they did.
oh, the
I'm not going to
Giants.
change my tune
Okay.
now. I still think it's
Yeah,
the
they might be
right
much
play
better this year.
because when you take those shots
Giants,
downfield,
Odell Beckham,
you
and Eli
open the
Manning.
eyes of the defense to what you could do to them, and that may open some things up for you offensively.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets
Yeah, Eli
into
Manning,
enemy
man, it's
territory. A good
Eli
pick
Manning,
up
man.
there of
Don't
20
forget, they won 2
yards.
Super Bowls. New York was a beast in
Cousins on
2000,
first down.
2008.
And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Don't forget, New York in the early 2000s, New York Giants was all that.
Cousins again. Over the middle, complete. It's right. And he's brought down. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime.
The Giants
From the
used to be
left
good,
hash,
though.
this will be a
People forget that.
52-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good, and this score will stay right where it is.
Yes.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
A final shot before half for Wentz. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've come to halftime here in Philly with the Eagles on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, let's get to some of these scores around the NFL here in a busy Week 14. We'll begin out west at Levi Stadium in Santa Clara, where you see the final score there. Saquon Barkley, close to 200 yards on the ground with 3 touchdown runs. From there, we head over to MetLife Stadium to check in on the Jets. And right now, they have the lead over the visiting Dolphins. Sam Darnold has a touchdown pass. Lastly, let's get to the Windy City. See what's happening with the Bears at home at Soldier Field. And they've got the lead over the visiting Denver Broncos. Mitchell Trubisky has thrown a touchdown pass. In our game, it's been Carson Wentz with a strong first half. He's thrown for over 200 yards already, and his guys have the lead as well. As we get you back to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they felt they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
Into a double team and it's intercepted. Rasul Douglas hits it. And they're going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either.
This
one's kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Yeah. Oh, that was nice. I think it was by Douglas. There we go. Yeah, it was Douglas. Good pick. Let's go, Philly.
So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make it 2nd down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a run? And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Linval Joseph in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Now Wentz on 3rd down. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. He has a 1st down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back complete. And he doesn't quite make it. They do stop him, but he gets it all the way down to the 1. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Go, go. 120. Let's find 2. Let's find 2.
They'll run with Clement. And he will take this one in for the Eagles. A great play there. With a 2nd touchdown of the game, the 4th of the year. And the Eagles have 6 to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more. Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes our score 17-0. 5 plays there on that drive, and it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Elliott now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And he'll power his way up near the 25. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Well contained there defensively. The screen gets only a yard, and it's 4th. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Carson Wentz and the Eagles make their way out to the field. How do you think he personally is evaluating his game so far? He was pretty good in the first half, been good so far here in the 3rd quarter. He's got to like it, right?
Not looking for the dramatics here. Not trying to set the world on fire in terms of stats. It's almost like you're driving. Hands at 10 and 2, alert for anything out there, watching for trouble on the road, and making sure you get the team home.
The bus driver. See if he can drive the bus here again on this drive. Wentz will try again on second down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. Wentz now on first down. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
No, man. Ah, dang. Carson Wentz is out. Oh, man.
The first throw for the backup, Foles. He's going to flip one out here to his running back.
Oh, man.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and they're going to have a third down. Foles. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 46. Here's Foles. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Now Foles. There's that man again. It's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Back to throw again. Got a man open. It's Ertz. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Let's go, Philly.
With touchdown number 23 here on the year.
Let's
and
go,
the
Eagles.
add on to their
All right,
lead.
Nick Foles, we're going to put you in.
The defensive coordinator had all week preparing for this game. A good portion of it was trying to prepare for him because he's absolutely a phenomenal player.
And a lot of times around the goal line, they know it's going to him. It's just so hard to stop.
And that's where it really becomes difficult because you're exactly right. They know it's going to him, yet they still can't stop it. That tells you when you're a dominant player.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is now 24. Elliott now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try to figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Trying to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Now a second down throw for Cousins. Open here, Adam Thielen. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. That one goes for 24 yards. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. The tackle was made by Michael Bennett.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Rocky 48. Set. Ready.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Second down, Cousins. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's right. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards on the play. Cousins now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Cousins. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. It's been that kind of a day so far throwing the football. It just seems like nothing going right offensively.
Yeah, it's a catch that should have been made, pure and simple. And look, everything else that goes into running a good pass route, throw it all out if you don't catch the ball.
Been that kind of game throwing the football so far, nothing going right offensively. On second down, Cousins again. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm, incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. 3rd down, Dalvin Cook, and he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Mike Zimmer got to be unhappy with how that turned out. And the Eagles defense able to hold. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
Now a hit, and Foles loses the football. It's out, and the Vikings pick up the football. And he'll be brought down around the 7-yard line. He let one slip away last week as well, so now 2 fumbles lost in as many weeks.
Well, we were out at practice, and we watched him work. And what did his quarterback coach talk about all week?
Being a 2-hand monster.
And we looked at each other. 2-hand. Oh, I get it. 2-hand monster. Both hands on the football, taking care of it, putting it away so the ball doesn't get dropped.
A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
What a game this defense has played. They're pitching a shutout, so it'd be fun to watch down the stretch to see if their defensive coordinator continues to be as aggressive as he's been all game long.
He'll get it up the middle. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Carlson able to put this one through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but, Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg, and they're at least trying to finish out strong.
The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
A good pickup there, 22. Foles now a perfect 6 for 6 since taking over. Can't ask for better than that. 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And he whips that one incomplete there. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. His throw caught at about the 5. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Zach Ertz with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. Elliott on for the extra point. Elliott good with a PAT, and that'll increase their lead to 28. The drive there only spanning 3 plays, and it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown. Elliott now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the Vikings now heading onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. For that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. A first down throw for Cousins. It's complete to Laquan Treadwell. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Cousins now. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
Third and short yardage, Cousins. And this is going to be incomplete. Nigel Bradham, the linebacker, right there on the coverage.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Eagles offense back out onto the field. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner. And just think about how good that feels, because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home. All right, and sometimes you don't win all of them, but they managed to get that done today. Just think about your routine stays the same. Everything's familiar. You feel right going into the game, and they translated that into a win.
They did indeed. They protected the home field, and now the final stages. That one looks like he'll throw here. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Sheldon Richardson in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. They'll look to throw here. It's over the middle. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. Back to throw. That's to his running back, complete. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. So they'll trudge off the field with a bitter taste in their mouths after that failed 4th down conversion.
Yeah, there'll be a lot of analysis there on the sidelines. Was it the right call? Was it against the right defense? Should they have even gone for it at all? Will that change what they do going forward in this game? A lot of questions to be answered by them. The defense doesn't really care. They're like, bring it on again. We'll stop you the next time, too.
Cousins now to throw on 1st down. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. And there's going to be a stoppage here. The booth wants to take another look at this potential touchdown.
The previous play is under review.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will get them one closer. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And out now come the Eagles. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes. Get out of there.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
No, he almost had it. Already with one interception, just missing his second there. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West.
Looking for Jeffrey, and it's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick, and his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. And, Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got that done in this one.
Exactly right. When you start a season, everyone's goal: win all of your home games, split your road games, and you're likely going to be in the playoffs. But when you win at home, boy, what a great feeling that is. You don't even mind if people are at your house when you get home after a win like that.
So for Philadelphia, that's now 5 wins on the campaign as they get the job done here. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Washington Redskins. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, it'll be loss number 6 on the season for them. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against San Francisco. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Scouting points are earned every week. Use all your points, as a portion of the remaining points will be lost when you advance the week.